Hi. Okay, Mayor, I'd like to call to order the special meeting of the Elmwood Park Mayor and Council for Thursday, June 3rd, 2021 to order at 6:48 p.m. On roll call, council members Balistrary.
Here.
Fakori. Here. Fasolo.
Here.
Golubek.
Here.
Pellegrin.
Here.
Council President Wetchler.
Here.
Mayor Coletti.
Here.
We have a quorum.
Welcome, everyone. Whereas Chapter 231 of the Public Laws of the State of New Jersey require at the commencement of every meeting a statement of compliance be read by the presiding officer. Now, therefore, be advised that the meeting requirements for this meeting have been met by publishing a special meeting notice in the Record and Herald News and by posting such notice in the office of the Borough Clerk, as well as in a public place within the municipal building, and by notifying interested citizens. Said notice was posted and transmitted on May 28, 2021, and published on June 2nd, 2021. Erin.
Thank you, Mayor. For ordinances this evening, we have Resolution R-212-21, introduced ordinance number 21-12 on first reading. Be it resolved that an ordinance entitled, an ordinance to amend and readopt a prior ordinance number 20-30, correcting minor typographical changes and amending Chapter 26 of the Code of the Borough of Elmwood Park entitled Stormwater Control Ordinance be passed and adopted on first reading, and be it resolved that a final hearing on said ordinance will be heard in the municipal building on Thursday, June 17, 2021 at 7 p.m. or as soon thereafter as same can be heard, at which time any persons interested in said ordinance can be heard. Be it further resolved that the Borough Clerk be and she is hereby authorized to advertise in a legal newspaper notice of introduction and final hearing as required by law.
Erin, could you break that down for us a little, please?
Yes, Mayor. This was an ordinance that was adopted last year in 2020. It was required for all municipalities to adopt a new stormwater control ordinance. We did so. However, the county reviewed our ordinance, had some minor typographical changes, of which Mr. Ingraffia addressed, and so therefore it's being reintroduced and adopted.
Just for the sake, Mayor, and the council's understanding of what happened. The ordinance was passed, of course, the way it was. The county reviewed it, and the county planning board turned around, and the individual who reviews these ordinances wrote to our clerk, who in turn gave me the information. I contacted him and reviewed what he was looking for. And it should be noted that the only issues were paragraph indentation, which it's absurd, but we have to make him happy.
Sounds like government to me.
Renumbering, because he felt that the particular numbering sections were not the way he preferred, and there were two words to be changed, plus one particular chart which was enlarged. And that was the extent of the change.
Hate to be married to that person.
So I asked him if I could do just an amendment. He said no, but re-adopt the whole thing. Okay. And here it is.
Thank you, Sal.
So I want you to know it's not a major issue, it's purely
Typographical.
appearance and
Crossing the Ts and dotting the Is. May I have a motion on the ordinance?
Second.
Any discussion? Call the roll, please.
First by Wetchler, second by Pellegrin. On roll call, council members Balistrary.
Yes.
Fakori. Fasolo.
Yes.
Golubek.
Yes.
Pellegrin.
Yes.
Council President Wetchler.
Yes.
Motion carries. Moving on to resolutions for this evening. On our consent agenda, we have Resolution R-213-21, appointment of dispatcher, Police Department, Mohammed Macanasat. Did I get it right, Mike? Macanas. R-214-21, authorize execution of an agreement with the Borough of Paramus, use of fire apparatus. R-215-21, approved block party request. R-216-21, supporting the Click It or Ticket mobilization of May 24 through June 6, 2021. And R-217-21, resolution to approve the consent agenda.
Thank you, Erin. May I have a motion on the consent agenda?
Second.
Any discussion? Call the roll.
First by Wetchler, second by Pellegrin. On roll call, council members Balistrary.
Recuse.
Fakori. Fasolo.
Recuse on 214, yes to the rest.
Golubek.
You want to change the council? Sorry, I was recusing, I'm sorry, on 213-21, but yes on the rest, I apologize.
Okay, thank you. And then Councilman Fasolo, you recuse on 214.
And I vote yes.
Thank you. Pellegrin.
Yes.
Council President Wetchler.
Yes.
Motion carries.
Public hearing. May I have a motion to open the floor for the public's comments?
Second.
All in favor? Anyone from the floor care to speak at this time? Yes, Mr. Freitag.
On the consent agenda, 214-21, what happened to engine 2? Is it a problem or is it?
214, you said, Jeff? 21?
Yes, it's regarding engine 2 and the agreement you have with Paramus,
Okay.
the fire engine.
Yeah, okay. Mike, would you like to elaborate on that?
Engine 2, why is it out of service? He wants to know.
Don't have the information as to what exactly the issue is.
I mean, was it maintenance or is it?
I believe it's out of service for maintenance, but I'm not 100% sure. This request came from the Fire Department Administrative Aide, Mr. Kochek. So he would have more info on exactly what the maintenance is, but I don't know what the exact maintenance is.
I mean, is it like going to be out for a while or?
We don't have that answer, right? We'll get it.
Okay. Now, you're paying Paramus because it says the agreement is not on there. Okay.
And
okay.
we've actually utilized them for that same reason in the past.
Okay. As long as you're not getting a dozen. You're only getting one. You don't get the joke, okay.
He said, as long as you're not getting a dozen, you're only getting one, meaning these people. Mike, that's the right number.
Anyone else from the public care to speak? If not, I will close the public portion. Motion to adjourn? All in favor? These proceedings are closed.
We can all go home.